The way I plan my day is going to change your life. You guys have been asking me to make this video for a while now, so today I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step framework I use every single day to plan out my life and all my goals. I am someone that has been planning out exactly what I want for my life every single year for as long as I can remember. I have built a system that's simple, it's practical, and it works. I do this in my personal life, my family life, my business, my health, personal development, and so much more. The first thing I do before the start of every new year is I sit down and think about 3 big goals I want to accomplish. These goals need to be very actionable and clear. In this space, I get crystal clear with what it is I want to achieve in the upcoming year, and then I write out the steps that I know I need to take to get there. Building out these yearly planners is such a fun project for me because it's a way to get all the things that I do in my personal life out in one product, so I use every single page in here. So this page needs to be included because it's a way to get you to sit down and visualize yourself having achieved the goals you just set for the year. And anytime you get stuck during the year and you've forgotten what it is you're trying to achieve, you can always come back to this and read it. And of course, if you've been here for a while, you know how important it is to get your fiber and protein in every single day. So I've included these 2 resource pages with a nutrition cheat sheet and a grocery list. Then we have the year at a glance page, which at the start of the year, you can put in specific goals you want to achieve every month. You include any birthdays or events or travel plans you need to keep track of. After the yearly glance, we have the monthly spread. At the start of every month, you fill out any appointments, kids' activities, travel plans, birthdays, and there's also a monthly to-do section here if there's something you want to get done during the month. This is the weekly overview spread. It is a 2-page spread. I fill this out on Thursdays because I want my Fridays to be slower and just more relaxed. In the weekly overview section, we start with the top 3 priorities that must get done this week. Then I have these daily overview sections. These are not meant to be overly detailed. It's just a way to brain dump things that you know you have going on during the week, so it gives you a bird's eye view of what's coming up. The weekly to-dos are just smaller tasks. I use this to fill out house chores, cleaning schedules, any emails or phone calls that I need to get done during the week. Then, as someone who needs to have literally everything planned out, I added a weekly self-care section. These are things that I'm going to do this week to prioritize my personal self-care. On the second page of the weekly overview spread, this is a weekly meal plan. If you're someone whose goal is to be healthier, lose weight, eat better, you must be taking the time to plan out your meals because if you write it out, you are much more likely to stick to it. This frees up so much mental space to know what you're going to eat during the day, and you're much more likely to choose healthier options when you plan ahead of time. And then finally, we have the daily pages, which are meant for you to get into all the details of the day and time block your most important tasks of the day. This organized system has helped me focus only on the most important tasks that truly move the needle in my life. It's kept me consistent with my goals, strengthened my habits through focus and repetition, and stopped me from wasting time on things that don't matter.